A lot of precious memories in this place.
Amen.
Precious which I find kind of interesting. You think about it always having been the big celebration it is now, but Christmas was actually not all that big a deal in our country for the first 100 or so years of the existence. People would celebrate it and sort of spotty around the country, but a lot of folks decided they didn't want to. First of all, that was something the English did, and we broke away from the English. We didn't want to celebrate Christmas. And the Protestants, north especially, thought, no, that's too Catholic, or Popish they call it. They didn't celebrate Christmas. Down in this part of the country, folks have always celebrated Christmas, but in a different form. It was not so much a gift-giving thing, it was just a celebration of the Lord's birth. Somewhere along the way, we got a Christmas carol by Dickens that became very popular and sort of piqued people's curiosity about Christmas. And this fellow wrote a poem that started out, was the night before Christmas and all through the house. And they brought back this fellow Santa Claus, or St. Nicholas. Became very popular again. Wait for Santa Claus on Christmas morning, and that's when Christmas started getting to be real popular again. And you know why? Because the merchants really liked Santa Claus, and that got people to get you. And it got to be a really popular thing. We complain now about Christmas being too commercial. It's kind of interesting when I was looking at the history of it, and like the History Channel website can't be wrong. It's all got to be accurate. There were folks that complained back in the 1800s Christmas was getting too commercial. And we complain about it to this day, and it is too commercial, but that's just how it came to be. That's how Christmas came to be what we have right now. So how do we make Christmas be what it's supposed to be? How do we get it back to what Christmas is really supposed to be about? Let's look at what Carl did when he decided it's time to restore this church. He didn't come in and decide he was going to add a bunch of things to it and make it modern because it wouldn't be special. We wouldn't be here today. He decided he was going to make it as original as he could, keep as true to the original vision as he could. They came in and salvaged all the timbers that they could. They even saved the old square nails that they could find. They brought in craftsmen who could build these windows just like we see here, so it could be as true to form as it could be originally, because that's what makes this place special.
And you guys started out here. How many others? Mildred, you grew up in Okay, yes, and the blankenship, and that's another thing, is the original bell was kept safe and in good hands by Tommy Blankenship, the original bell from the original tower. And I guess he passed it down to RJ to take care of this. Someday somebody's going to restore it, and we're going to have the church back. So RJ brought the bell and gave it to Dad. So this community all worked together, and I think we're going to stick together pretty good. So we're all fans.
Thank you very much. I look around and I see a lot of familiar faces. Like I said before, I feel like I'm coming home here. It's an unusual sight. I've been around a lot of cities, and I've never been as welcome as I have been the first time I came here. This is where real America lives, right here. You take the city, take the East Coast and the West Coast, separate them from this world, and we will all do just fine. So this is how we live. We try to keep our life in balance at all times. If someone comes to our home, we invite them in. We don't offer them cabbage. We offer them T-bone steak. This is the way we do things. This is the way we've always done things. And when we have our prayers at night, we always give a blessing for the Spirit. So we always give a part of our food to the Spirit. So as I said, Christmas for the Native American people is 7 days a week, 52 weeks out of the year, 24/7, however you want to call it. But we always knew. And we knew what we had to do. And as the gentleman here said a minute ago, we've gotten away from the tradition of Christmas. Giving and sharing with people. Not the wealth, not the amount of presents. Oh, he got a Rolex watch and he got a time. It doesn't work that way. You give from your heart. And that's what's most important. And I think everybody, especially in this area, needs to plant a seed, a good seed, and make things grow. Take care of this earth. This time is very short. You can look at all the prophecies you want, but time is getting closer and closer. And we need to come together as a group, as a family, because we are all related. And when the time comes, it's not how much money you have in your wallet, or how many times you gave to a church, or how many times you gave to an organization. It's what's in your heart with the Creator. He put us all here. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all related. And when the time comes that we all meet, in your belief, they say God will judge you. In ours, He allows you to judge yourself. Because He will know, you will know, whether you're worthy or not to cross over to the spirit world. And believe me, the spirit world is much more real than most of this thing. Thank you again for having me here. It was a pleasure. It's nice to see all these familiar faces. And I've even have a sister here. So thank you, Naisha.
I looked around and saw Bud and Davey and Paul, and I was thinking, these can't be my brothers. I gotta be adopted. But then I knew for sure that they were, because as soon as we started, one of them said, "Speed up a little bit." One of them, it ended up being this, I think.
We've always thought he's adopted too.
Okay, it came upon midnight clear. We're going right in order. It came upon